What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Run Good here, and today we are talking about Starstock. I'm talking Starstock.com, the stock market for trading cards website that has really grown on me over the last 6 months. A website I am very pleased with, very excited with what they're doing, very excited for the hype that they've seen in recent weeks and months. And I am here to say today that I am going all in on Starstock. Later in the video, I'm going to show you all of the cards that I'm sending them. I am sending them just a pile of cards, thousands and thousands of rookie cards, getting those out of my office, getting them on Starstock so they are digitized and at my fingertips to sell whenever I want, because I believe, based off the volume of sales that I've seen on this website over the last few weeks, the buying hype for when players like Isaiah Roby got really hot, when Darius Baisley got hot, and when, you know, anytime somebody has a big 30-point game, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the latest example of this, anytime any one of these guys get hot, their cards shoot up in value. So to have the ability to instantly sell my cards on this website, that means that those cards are much better in the hands of Starstock than they are sitting in my office. You know, if I was to go and wanting to sell a player like Nickeil Alexander-Walker myself, I would have to dig all those cards out of my collection and list them myself. But if they are in my Starstock inventory, just like that, I can price them out and I can sell them. Now, if you're not familiar with Starstock, I've done a video in the past talking about buying and selling. They've made a lot of changes since that video. One of the coolest things I think they've added is the Emerging 30, which tracks the top 30 NBA prospects based on their Prism rookie card value. So if you see here, last week's top performer was OG Anunoby. His Prism rookie card went up 22% on their website. We also have the worst performers, you know, so Bagley went down 34%. And then, of course, the top valued, nothing that you wouldn't expect there. Luka's rookie, obviously the top Prism rookie, followed by Zion and Trey. Not a surprise there. I would actually probably put Ja maybe there, but he is coming back from an injury. Another cool thing they recently added to the website, sealed wax. So you can buy and sell wax. You can submit wax through their consignment service. So that's really cool. Also, they added this as well, upcoming action, so you can see who's playing in these games, the top stars. We can see the Pelicans and the Jazz are playing before I record this video. So that's very cool. You can see the most traded players, so you can see that baseball is starting to pick up, you know, the Starstock A of AJ Puck, pitcher for the Oakland Athletics. I'm going to be sending in a ton of his cards. But we can see that they have 418 of them on hand, selling for about $1.54 in that A quality. Starstock ranks cards based on when you sell them. A's are going to be your PSA 9s and 10s, and then of course you have your Starstock B's. Those are going to be something with a, you know, a slight defect, maybe a corner, like slight corner ding or something like that. Then of course you have a C, and you can see, if you look here, the coolest thing that Starstock does that no other, I'm not going to say no other, but the big players at eBay and ComC are not doing, 100% transparency with sales. So I can keep clicking on this. I can see all the sales of AJ Puck. I can see that recently his stuff was selling at $1. I saw that somebody sold a bunch of these for cheaper at 27 cents. So somebody cashed out. And you can just go back, you can see the full sales history. And what I like about this is on eBay, sometimes when you're searching for completed sales, you can't always see a best offer. You have to go to a site like 130 point or watch count in order to do that. On ComC, it is even more archaic. They hide some of their history. There's a sales history behind a paywall, and even then you can only see what the most expensive one sold for. So if a player got really hot in like 2010 or something, or, you know, they haven't been relevant for 5 years, sometimes that information just isn't useful. This is extremely useful information. You can track this for any player. Also shows their other parallels. I know we just went to baseball, but let's go to a more common player before I get into it. So Ja Morant, perfect example. We're looking at Ja's 2019-20 Prism card right here. We can see they have 20 for sale, or 20 in the vault, 3 for sale, as high as $400. We can see people have made offers up to $210. If we go to buy, We can see they have one for sale for $400, one for $750, and one for $800. If you see the offers, you can see somebody offered $210. So that is an open offer that if you own this card, you can accept that offer at any time and you would receive the money and the seller or the buyer would receive the card. So those are just open offers. We can see they also have plenty of PSA 10s and PSA 9s as well of this card. So like I said, Starstock has been on an absolute whirlwind adventure the last few weeks. If you weren't aware, they recently had a sponsorship group. They raised $1.3 million in an investor group, rather. And that investor group was actually led by Kevin Durant. And if you look at some of the other names in this group, you have Matthew Dellavedova, you have the FanDuel's co-founders, and this is a big one right here, AJ Vaynerchuk, co-founder of VaynerSports, more importantly, brother of Gary Vaynerchuk. So this is Gary V, or as you may have known, and which basically means that Starstock is one Gary V tweet away from blowing up, because we all know what the Gary V effect is. Love him or hate him, we know that he has an effect on this hobby with one or two tweets, one or two name drops in a podcast, and Starstock is going to see an amazing amount of traffic. It has already ticked up incredibly. I've seen my sales personally go up. Before we get into what I'm submitting to them, I will show you some of my recent sales. So here's some of my recent sales on Starstock. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for $1. I sold that one before I could reprice it. Here's some flips that I've made. Some Kyle Lewis's from $2 to $350. $10 to $19 on a Keldon Johnson. Romeo Langford, $1.45. Sold some of my tacos that I bought, you know, so some flips right there. And I guess what I'm showing you right here is a whole lot of traffic in 2021 and in December. Whole lot of cards moving. These are all cards that I mostly submitted in my last video, which was about, I want to say, I'm not quite sure when my experience got started, but it's been about 6 months or so, and I wanted to jump in a little bit. You can see there was a period here from like 10-20 to 11-14 where I just didn't sell many cards. Maybe that's just because I didn't price them out, price them to be competitively to be the lowest priced, but I've just seen it pick up. I've seen the excitement for Starstock. I've seen what they're doing. They're doing really great things. I kind of have an idea for how they're going to flesh this thing out in terms of adding shipping information. They're already doing PSA submissions straight from Starstock. Just a whole lot of good things going on. So I'm going all in. And when I mean all in, let's head over to the card desk and I'm going to show you everything that I'm sending their way. So I don't want to spend too much time on this one, but this is my miscellaneous baseball that I'm sending their way. A lot of 2020 Topps Chrome and Topps Series 1 and Series 2 in here. I'll actually go ahead and open up just one of these to kind of give you a gist. But like I said, I am sending in just a ton of rookie cards. So go ahead. Tons of stuff. So not huge big name players. You know, Brock Burke, Zach Collins. Just trying to get my bulk on there because, like I said, when one of these players blows up, Mauricio Dubon, when one of these players blows up, Brewster Gratterall, Sean Murphy, but when one of these players blows up to start, you know, 2020 and they start off hot out of the gate, I want to have all of my cards digitized. I want to have them all uploaded into my Starstock account so that I can start selling them immediately. I don't have to dig through these 5 boxes and have many more. But this is where I'm getting started with baseball. We have 2 400 counts, a 550 count, and 2 300 counts. So I think you're looking at close to about 2,000 baseball cards right here. All mostly low value stuff. I did find a couple Randy Arozarenias in here. Also a couple Jordan and things like that. But mostly just those guys, you know, Dylan Cease. There's a ton of Jesus Luzardo in here. Ton of the 2020 guys that kind of flew under the radar. Not so much but Bo Bichette, not so much Jordan, not so much Gavin Lux. I did sell some of that stuff. I have some of that out for grading as well, but just a large box of baseball sending their way. And then let's go ahead and get into the basketball, which is the real meat and potatoes of what I'm sending their way. So this right here is kind of my pride and joy of everything that I ripped last year. All of my 2019-20 basketball. You can see just these huge stacks. There is some wild stuff in here. Here's from all of the Optic that I ripped. Look at all these Isaiah Robies. You have Thibulls, you have Garlands. I probably should have sold him to start the season. Look at all of this. Romeo Langford, Windler. You go in here. Here is my stash right here of some Mosaic. So all of the Mosaic stuff that I ripped on the channel. Probably should have sold these a couple weeks back. Look at these Nickeil Alexander Walkers. They do look like they have some surface issues, so I expect a lot of my Mosaic will be getting Starstock B on them. Rightfully so. So Starstock is grading them. I've noticed, particularly with Mosaic, it is tough to get an A. More Darius Garland, some Taco, THT. Why didn't I sell that in preseason? Because it was stuck in this box with all of this other stuff. Come over here, trying not to have these stacks fall over. This one's really fun. This is from all my 1920 Prism rips, and there are some good cards in here, not just junk. So I have a stack of some Elegic and Pool. Where's some better names? Some Brazikis, Terrence Mann, Bruno Fernando, Cabanielli. But you can just see this whole stack right here is all Prism that I'm submitting. Let's see if I can find... Here's a Gafford. I do have some of my better ones top-loaded. Trying to find, or in another basketball, here is a good stack of... here's a good example of why all this should have been on Starstock months ago. How about some Roby? You guys want some Roby? That's back when the shelves weren't cleared out and when you could just find Prism on the shelves at will. Absolutely insane. I also have a stack of just 17, 18 Prism guys. Some Dennis Smith Jr., Malik Monk. Here is my Optic right here. Again, just more good names coming from Optic. Jalen Noel, big stack of Cody Martin. The PJ Washington, more Windler. Is that Culver? Yeah, that is Culver. Here's some Baisley. So, Kendrick Nunn. So, this is the stuff that I'm going to do very, very well on sending over there. Come over here. You have my Hoops and Donruss. Oh, look at this. Garland, Smelegic, and it just goes on. I opened so much of this. DeAndre Hunter. I just opened so much of this. All these runs are going to repeat. Okiki, Hunter. Probably about 10 of each rookie, except for Zion, Ja, and Hero, and Kobe White, who I did pull out. But just about 10 of everybody. You've also got some Hoops in this box. This box is going to be insane. And finally, last couple of things in this box. You guys are going to like this. This is over here, all of my 2020 Prism Draft. So LaMelos are going to be in here. Obi Toppins, tons of LaMelo. This is all pretty much untouched. Patrick Williams. There's going to be some Anthony Davis in here. There's going to be some, all of the big names basically from Prism Draft. And this whole row right here is Prism Draft. Now, I do have Prism Draft from the previous year as well. So, some of my last remaining 2019 Prism Draft also in here. Culver, Hunter, Ty Jerome. There are heroes in here. There's heroes and whites. The only stuff that I've really cherry-picked out of this, Jackson Hayes Silver, is Zion and Ja. So, there's Kobe White. There's Keldon Johnson, RJ Barrett, Bol. So, all of this stuff is going to Starstock. It is going to be quite pricey for me to ship it all out their way. But this is just my massive pride and joy. This is my box of all of the rookies that they accept. There are sets that they don't accept that I'm not sending along, like Illusions, for example. Also not sending along the debut versions of some of the Mosaics. So there is stuff that they don't accept. They also don't accept Chronicles yet, which I'm advocating that for them to start accepting the foils and chromes from Chronicles, as well as NBA Hoops Premium. I don't know why they're not accepting Hoops Premium when they accept Hoops. That really doesn't make sense to me. That's already something that I've kind of roasted them on Twitter about. But let's go ahead and get into the final box, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. So when I said I'm going all in on Starstock, I meant I'm going all in on Starstock. There is some very, very good stuff here that I'm sending their way. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have Prism Draft right here from 2020. This is my better Prism Draft, all of my parallels, all of my really good stuff. We have a stack of baseball right here and 2 stacks of basketball. So I'm going to leaf through these. Coming over here first, we have basically all of my color. I'm sending all of this their way. A lot of good names in here. Devin Vassell, RJ Hampton, Vernon Carey, Cole Anthony, Jordan Nwora, Peyton Pritchard. Tons of stuff. I should probably sleeve up some of this, but it has just kind of all been sitting in a box since the Prism Draft days on the channel, when I ripped so much Prism Draft on the channel. But all of this is headed their way. This stuff will start to lose its value as some of the sets come out for 2021 of players in their pro uniform. Hoops is going to be the first one coming out in February. Then we have Dawn Russ and, of course, Prism, which is going to be absolutely insane in early March. So all of this stuff headed Starstock's way. Should come over here. Some of my silvers, some of my Wisemans, some of my Denny's. James Wiseman, more Peyton Pritchard, fast break, as I have cards tumbling over there, but they will be fine. So all of this going their way. Here's some Wiseman, some Obi Toppins. But I'm going all in. I want Starstock to have all of this stuff because I want immediate access to be able to sell it on the marketplace at will. You have all my silvers, and then come over here, Peyton Pritchard. Come over here. Here is my top loads as well. Some Denny, some Killian Hayes. I have some autos in here as well. Yoli Childs, Isaiah Stewart numbered, Braxton Key, Anthony Edwards silver, Nathan Knight, Quentin Rose. So just all of my stuff. Here's my stack of Anthony Edwards color, I believe. A couple reds, 3 reds, a pink, a LaMelo. Here's my LaMelo, a pink, a couple reds, 3 reds, a red wave. Jordan Nwora numbered, Anthony Edwards. So that is all my Prism Draft stuff. Go into Starstock. Come over here, show you some of the better baseball stuff that I'm sending in. Some McKays, some Luke Voigt, Devers, Soto, Dalbec, Vladdy, some Aquino's, more Dalbec, and Pete Alonso, Jordan. So the cool thing about them, a lot of people think that they don't accept all sets. They do accept all serial numbered rookie cards. So even though they don't accept Gypsy Queen, they will accept that. Jacob Maya, more Soto, some Jordan, some Lux, Jesus Luzardo, Aquino's. So all of that going to Starstock. Some other stuff. I got a Bichette. I got a Randy Arozarena. Some autos here. Nick Solak, Aristides Aquino to 25. Brendan McKay, Dylan Cease. Some autos. Yusei Kikuchi, Father's Day. Arozarena, Sepia. Luis Robert, I'm not 100% sure if they accept that, but I guess we're going to find out. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Bellinger, Vladdy, Aristides Aquino Gold, and this was from Finest Flashbacks. Horner from Stadium Club. Gavin Lux, jersey from the complete set. Tatis, Correa, Vladdy, and Luis Robert. So all of my baseball stuff, nicer baseball from last year. Going to Starstock, baseball season is getting underway, so I definitely want to have that loaded, and basketball is underway, so definitely want to have this. Some nice stuff, Valanciunas, Sekou, stuff from various sets. You can see little KPJ Hunter, I should probably top load that. My PJ stuff going over there. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Come over here to some silvers from Prism. Not the best names, but hey, silvers. The gold standard, basically, of rookie cards. Kevin Knox, Svi, who I'm really big on. Got all my THT stuff heading over there. Probably a little bit too late on that, but hey, maybe he'll get some time to shine later in the stretch of the season. A lot of THT, actually. Jordan Poole, just crazy amounts of stuff sending their way. OG Anunoby rookie, TJ Warren, the Bubble God. Come over here, we have more Prism. Brandon Clark, KPJ, don't know what the future holds for him. Numbered Cameron Johnson. Send in my PJ stuff, like I said. Got some autos, Ty Jerome. Lonzo Ball, rookie card. Wish it was LaMelo Prism, but maybe I'll have one of those in a few months. Some more Valanciunas, like I said, I'm really big on him. Some stuff that I bought from ComC, who I'm just immediately sending over to Starstock. Jalen Brunson stuff. Alan Smolejic, a lot of Jalen Brunson. He was kind of on a burner to start the season. Was getting some garbage time minutes, and people were buying his stuff on Starstock, so I bought some stuff for very cheap off ComC, and I'm sending it just directly to Starstock. Cameron Johnson, KZ, Kendrick Nunn. So tons of stuff that I'm sending their way, and you have not even seen the top-loaded stuff. So more Valanciunas, just a whole mix of stuff. A lot of PJ in there. And then this is my stack of cards just everywhere over there, but they are safe. Here's my stack of some nicer stuff going their way. Jared Allen, got some autos in here. We got Romeo Langford, John Collins from Crown Royal, Cavanielli from Optic Contenders. We have TLC Silvers. We have Ja from Hoops. We have Zion from Hoops. Kobe White from the Optics Fanatic set. This is a, I believe, Opulence Cody Martin. Ty Jerome, a couple of those, and RJ Prism. PJ Washington, some numbered Grant Williams. I believe that's from Choice. Optic Choice. Cam Johnson, Dylan Windler, just goes on and on. My Hunters, Baisley, more Kobe White from Clear. RJ Barrett. I'm not sure if they actually accept that, so maybe I'll just be holding on to that. PJ Silver, Admiral Schofield numbered KZ from Select. So a lot of stuff. Immaculate Jacob Evans, a guy I used to be really high on. KPJ Silver. Tyler Hero rookie. James Wiseman numbered out of Fast Break Draft. Zion from Draft last year, and that's a Silver Crusade. I think you guys saw this card get hit in a, Boombox. And rounding out some Svi, some Baisley, Cabanielli. So yeah, that is all the stuff. Like I said, I'm going all in, and I'm sending this all Starstock's way because it is much better in their hands than in my office, where if I want to sell one of these cards, I have to list it and do all the work. But I want Starstock to do all the work for me. They do not take a fee to ingest cards onto their website. So unlike ComC, which it would be a minimum of 35 cents a card to submit this, I think actually 50 cents a card because most of this isn't current year stuff. So no fee and 5% when it sells, which is a very reasonable cost. You sell a card on eBay, you're looking at over 10%. And of course, just dealing with Facebook Marketplace and Twitter, you can't do that when you're trying to sell cards with this much volume. I'm not in a big rush to sell all of this stuff immediately, but I do want to have just instant access to it in my account. So the next time that THT goes off and scores 26 points in a game playing 20 minutes, and his stuff shoots up, I want to have immediate access to be able to sell a card like this if I wanted to. Of course, this is the winter. That's the true. So, yes, I am going all in on Starstock in 2021. I'm very, very happy with what they're doing. Very happy with the progress they've made over the last few months. And it really looks like they're going to be an industry leader for years to come. So, I'm going all in. If you guys have any questions for me related to Starstock, I'd be happy to share more of my experience and what I know about their service. Again, I'm just super excited about it. And we'll see where it goes. I'll keep doing Starstock videos in 2021 for sure. After these cards get processed and some start to sell, I'll let you know, maybe I consolidated and bought one big card with some of the sales from this. But I do plan to do more Starstock content throughout the course of the year. So if you want to see more of that content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little button so that you get notified every time a new video goes up. Uploading Monday through Friday at this point. That's going to do it for me today. I'm sure we'll get back to a rip tomorrow. But you guys have asked for more Starstock content. You've asked for more ComC content, hobby tutorial content. So getting a little bit out to you, and this is how. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing a preview of some of the stuff I'm sending their way. And we will catch you next time on Down the Road.